ever wonder sometimes about what other people's life are like? I mean, isn't it so interesting how each person can experience life differently from others? I can't help but wonder the sort of problems they have, the ambitions they strive for, or the friends they share their time with. Loneliness. I don't quite understand why people think so sadly about it. I believe there's comfort in being alone, how you can let loose and just simply be yourself, right? I'll let you in on a little secret. My name's Esther. I'm sort of a spirit, a guardian angel of sorts. And I look over these three young and bright fellows. How, you might ask? Well, actually, for a short amount of time, I'm able to connect with their spirits and guide them whenever I see them astray. Ryuta carries the burden of expectations. He once got in a fight with his parents for choosing film over what tiger parents would think to be a stable and good job. He wants to prove that he can be successful in the path that he chose. But because of that, he overworks himself to exhaustion. Sometimes doing something repeatedly gets really suffocating. You can lose yourself in the monotony of the work. I keep trying to remind Ryuta that it's alright to stop and take a break, to go and find that solace in the solitude he has. It's cute actually, how he likes to cook for himself. I mean, I can see why. If you're proud with the food you've made, even though you're eating alone, the food still tastes great. May is a perfectionist. She wants each artwork to resonate with the people that sees it. She wants it to be meaningful to the audience and touch their hearts. But this sometimes comes at the expense of constantly being in quarrel with her thoughts. Translating an idea into art is no easy task. Each stroke of the line, shade of the color, and symbolism to use must all complement each other. The inner voice in her head screams with criticism. Sometimes, people have a lot of things to say. They want to speak their minds, but they get lost in their thoughts instead. It can drain you so much mentally, and sometimes you can't even work physically because of it. I found that what really helps me is taking walks outside. Just mindless walks, no thoughts, just simply walking out and about, allowing your other senses to be exposed to the environment. The scent of the fresh air, the warmth of the sun, and the sight of nature and the beauty it has to offer. Sometimes small bits of inspiration can come around because of that, but it sometimes is a new spark of creativity. It's alright to stop and take a break. Sometimes we need to start on something new. After all, life is like art. It is not to be rushed. Kiki felt like she was drowning in a sea of expectations. The pressure was suffocating. She longed for independence, for the freedom. Kiki realized that she couldn't take it anymore. She needed to escape the constraints and the expectations of those around her. At that moment, Esther has become the essence of her being. Alone is not lonely, a phrase that takes Kiki to a place she has never known. A new place, a new atmosphere, to find her lost identity again. Kiki was alone in a house that was too big to be alone. She lay on a big bed, with a view of the sky, sipping her favorite tea, and reading a book. She drew and drew again, living the moments over and over. As she drifts off to sleep that night, surrounded by the darkness and silence of the night, she knew that she would never go back to being anyone's expectations again. She had finally found her own path, one that was quiet, peaceful, and uniquely hers. Loneliness. Can you really think of it so badly now? Dare I say, we embrace it. It's nothing to be ashamed about or to be sad about. There's comfort in embracing the quietness, the moment's solitude. It can be healing to the mind and body, and we can actually find strength in it. We just need to know how. Because as you can see, all three of them have unique ways of doing it. I feel like we just need to know ourselves better and find our own